much. First of all, thank you, ma'am. It's very inspiring. I think the first precondition for us to succeed in life is that inspiration, because dreams, of course, in our mind is there. But why do we meet in this kind of setup and format? Is actually to ignite that. Whether sometime it happens by book, ma'am, sometime we read news, sometime we read some incidences, which is so provoking, so intense that you take that fear out and get ahead. And of course, this, I basically represent MEPSC here as a board member with Colonel Saab. And this was our dream that we were doing for schools, ma'am. And the dream was, can we take it to the colleges as well? Can we really make it large? Because India needs scale. What we just heard about Atal, incubation labs, that we have 10,000 now, and the new budget actually expands it. What we need is scale. It's not a problem. India itself has got many stories. And what happens actually, and I can relate this with my own generation, and the current generation, I think many of you are here very lucky, because the current generation, the current youth are being actually inspired by their parents, by their society, much, much more to take risk. Because risk-taking is the starting point of that idea to come. And you cannot stop an idea whose time has come, but to get that idea prosper needs this hand-holding. And that is where I will say this idea of Youth Ideathon is not just for optics of it, is actually there is a substance that not only 200 who will make it to the finals, but also all of them when they get a chance, because you learn by your adrenaline rush. As we see overall, the youths need their gratification immediately. Unlike some of us who were okay to be bored under a peepal tree sometime, enjoying time. But now it's a huge competition worldwide. Our country has to become great with these ideas, which is nothing less than the top of the world. Today, you can't survive just to have an idea which is not good enough for a small because connected world. So we need ideas which is on top of the world. And that can only happen when we start celebrating failures. Because only when we get rid of one failure, like I saw the anthem is so nice to say, kuch to, we all have that fear, right? But unfortunately, many of the young kids, at least in my time, we were conformed to queue up to some limited opportunities, and we were very happy to be in the queue. I think it's great that today's youth does not want to be in the queue. And that's why every idea will matter. But most critically, I think we heard from each one of them about one good thing, whether it is about vision, which is about passion. I will give you just one last thing. Again, thanks to MEPSC and I think Shivani, Sivesh, the way you have curated it, it's like dream come true for me at least, because only by doing all of this, you can take people exciting moments. They don't need any alcohol or powder or whatever to get them the kick. Because this is the best kick to give. And I tell you, this can be one of the best Nasha Mukta Bharat Abhiyan topic, that people should get involved in this. When you involve them, when you say something not to do, it's difficult not to do, But if you say to do this, which is more exciting, probably it will happen. And that is where my request will be, the ideas which is coming, people who have very close, solution-oriented mind to a problem of our society. And that is where I will add my last word is purpose. Can we all get to ideas with a hunger for that purpose to be solved? Because I have seen in corporate world as well, that if a company is innovating for a purpose, it's successful for the company, but also it gives a large benefit to the society. So my sincere request will be, while we will mentor this overall going forward, we will bring all of the participants back to the purpose, because this country and this world needs a lot of innovation for a major part of the population, and which can only come from all of us who have suffered all along, and this suffering brings us in our gut feeling what can happen. So with this, I wish all the best, and to Shivani, Sivesh, and all of us, again, thank you, ma'am, for inspiring us. It's a great start, and I'm very sure that just like we have a fantastic CBSE, partnership on the school, this probably is the biggest ever in terms of numbers, if 10,000, what we are talking to reach. And imagine, if this number with quality, which I'm getting confirmation, this will be probably a starting point of changing the landscape of Indian startups and entrepreneurial ecosystem, which MEPSC is committed and will be there for you. Thank you so much. All the best.
Thank you.